Hello everybody, welcome to Voices of Friedreich's Ataxia. Our goal is to raise awareness and funds to cure Friedreich's Ataxia, FA. Today we will talk about expanded frataxin genes. In the 1990s, the identification of mutations in the frataxin gene, from which frataxin protein is produced, as the underlying cause of Friedreich's ataxia opened the door to a much better understanding of FA and new avenues for treatment development. MDA funding led to the discovery of the frataxin gene. Although two types of FA-causing mutations exist, by far the most common is a GAA trinucleotide repeat expansion, a region of DNA containing greater than normal numbers of the chemical phrase GAA. 5 to 30 GAA repeats are within normal range, but in people with FA the GAA repeats number is in the hundreds, with the larger repeat expansions generally correlating with earlier onset and greater disease severity. Approximately 96% of people with FA have 2 GAA repeat expansions, one on each chromosome. The other roughly 4% possess two different mutations, an expansion on one chromosome and a conventional gene mutation, most of which are truncations, or deletions, on the other. Importantly, every individual with FA has at least one GAA expansion mutation, which has significance for therapy development. This information was taken from MDA with their permission. Their link is provided in description. Hello everybody, welcome to Voices of Friedreich's Ataxia. Our goal is to raise awareness and funds to cure Friedreich's Ataxia, FA. Today we will talk about antioxidants in FA. Antioxidants are designed to offer some protection against cell damage by chemicals known as free radicals and to enhance production of energy from cellular mitochondria. The antioxidant idbenone has been shown to be safe and well tolerated in a number of clinical trials in FA. Unfortunately, benefits have been modest, at best. Idbenone is similar to coenzyme Q10, a naturally occurring molecule. In 2010, a large-scale trial of idbenone in people with FA was conducted at several European centers but did not show benefit on neurological rating scales. A previous large-scale trial of idbenone in children with FA likewise did not show benefit. However, an earlier, Phase 2 study, lasting 6 months and including 48 people, showed a statistical trend toward dose-related improvements in neurological function in those who received idbenone. New antioxidant compounds are in development. In April 2011, Intellect Neurosciences said it wanted to develop its experimental antioxidant compound OX1, Oxygen, for FA. This information was taken from MDA with their permission. Their link is provided in description. Hello everybody, welcome to Voices of Friedreich's Ataxia. Our goal is to raise awareness and funds to cure Friedreich's Ataxia, FA. Today we will talk about APA0001 in FA. In June 2011, Edison Pharmaceuticals announced preliminary results from a 28-day Phase 2A clinical trial of its experimental compound APA0001 in FA. Edison said there was significant improvement in neurological function as assessed by the Friedreich's ataxia rating scale in people who received the drug compared to those who received a placebo. The company said additional trials will be required to determine the safety and effectiveness of APA0001. The drug is designed to improve energy production in mitochondria. This information was taken from MDA with their permission. Their link is provided in description. Hello everybody, welcome to Voices of Friedreich's Ataxia. Our goal is to raise awareness and funds to cure Friedreich's Ataxia, FA. Today we will talk about arrhythmia in FA. Enlargement of the heart also can lead to arrhythmia, a heartbeat that's too fast or too slow, and doesn't adjust efficiently to the body's demands. Arrhythmias can be life-threatening. Extreme fatigue, chest pain, shortness of breath, lightheadedness, palpitations, and slash or pooling of blood in the ankles could be symptoms of declining cardiac function. It's a good idea for people with FA to have regular checkups with a cardiologist. Hello everybody, welcome to Voices of Friedreich's Ataxia. Our goal is to raise awareness and funds to cure Friedreich's Ataxia, FA. Today we will talk about cardiac difficulties in FA. Heart failure is a leading cause of death in FA. Cardiac abnormalities occur in about 75% of people with FA, but they vary widely in severity. Some people with FA have abnormalities so mild that they're noticeable only through specialized laboratory testing, while others may have life-threatening cardiac problems. The cardiac abnormality most often seen in FA is hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, an enlargement of cardiac muscle that shrinks the blood-filled chambers in the heart, decreasing its pumping capacity and leading to heart failure. Hello everybody, welcome to Voices of Friedreich's Ataxia. Our goal is to raise awareness and funds to cure Friedreich's Ataxia, FA. Today we will talk about inheritance of FA. Upon hearing a diagnosis of FA, people often reasonably ask, but it doesn't run in our family, so how could it be genetic? The answer is that the mutations underlying FA can run silently through a family, because the disease is inherited in an autosomal recessive pattern. Autosomal refers to the fact that the frataxin gene is on chromosome 9, one of the 22 pairs of autosomes, chromosomes other than the X or Y. Recessive means it takes two defective copies of the frataxin gene to cause FA, with one copy inherited from each parent, neither of whom would normally have FA symptoms. Thus, FA might seem to occur out of the blue, but in reality, both parents are FA carriers, each silently harboring a mutation in frataxin. Many parents have no idea that they're carriers of FA until they have a child who has the disease. About 1 in 100 Americans is an FA carrier, but in some ethnic groups the frequency is higher. For example, about 1 in 70 people of Acadian, Cajun, ancestry is a carrier. The most common type of mutation in the frataxin gene is called a trinucleotide repeat expansion. Spelled out in the 4 chemical letters that make up DNA, it looks like a stutter in the frataxin gene. Normally, the gene contains 5 to 30 repeats of the 3-letter chemical phrase GAA, but in people with FA, the gene can contain hundreds of GAA repeats. Longer repeat expansions tend to cause an earlier onset and faster progression of FA, but the association isn't strong enough to predict the course of FA in individual cases. In more than 95% of people with FA, both copies of the frataxin gene contain expanded repeats. In the rest, just one copy of the frataxin gene is expanded and the other contains a single letter change in the DNA code, called a point mutation. In FA carriers, the frataxin gene can contain a repeat expansion, a point mutation or a permutation, a number of expanded repeats that's just below the disease-causing range. In the germ line, ova and sperm, premutations might or might not expand into the disease-causing range, which makes it complicated for some carriers to determine their risks of passing on FA. As a general rule, children with a biological sibling affected by FA have a 25% chance of developing the disease themselves. This information was taken from MDA with their permission. Their link is provided in description.